Hey everyone, this is Reggie Haynes from Wire Productions TV, and today I'm going to give you the honest review of Captain America Civil War. Yes, I was blessed enough to see the early screening of the movie a while ago, and now I'm just doing a review on it. Trust me, there will be tons of spoilers. With that being said, I shouldn't receive any negative comments, any hate comments saying, hey, why is this guy spoiling the movie? Because I just said it, and also it's in the title and on the thumbnail. So yeah, let's get started. Movie takes place starting off with Captain America, Scarlet Witch, the Falcon doing a mission. The mission leads them to run into Crossbones. Crossbones then is basically doing a suicide mission, whereas after he gets through fighting Cap, his plan is to set off a bomb within himself and destroy not just Cap but millions of civilians. With that, Scarlet Witch steps in and tries to defend not just herself, not just Cap, but also the other civilians. The plan goes downhill from there because Scarlet Witch, she does something wrong with her powers and it ends up killing more people than expected, or anybody at all. While this is taking place, Iron Man is having a new convention dealing with technology that helps you see, actually visualize, your past. Iron Man is so happy with himself. He's proud that he came out with this new technology, and he runs into this lady, and this lady basically says like, hey, look, you're all proud of what you've done. She can no longer, see her son anymore because his weapons and his friends have killed them trying to protect the Earth as, the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. or the Avengers. Iron Man definitely has a change of heart about things, and that's when he and Thunderbolt Ross get together with the rest of the team and say, hey, look, we can no longer do this under our own will. We have to be supervised from here on out, and it has to be supervised by the government. Government is definitely still controlled by Hydra. That's what gives Captain America a skeptic view of everything. He's kind of like, okay, I don't know if I should do this anymore. I don't know what's going on. I don't know who to trust. So a lot of other members feel that way. Iron Man basically says, hey, look, I'm with the side that says we should definitely work for a person that could definitely keep us in check. Captain America's like, hey, look, man, I understand that you want to go that route, but I do not trust them because of what happened when all along the government and S.H.I.E.L.D. was actually Hydra. That's when they go at war with each other. I will say that scene, the airport scene, was the best scene in the history of all scenes. But right before that, Iron Man goes back to New York and meets up with young Peter Parker. Spider-Man's like, okay, why is, Iron Man in my living room? Iron Man, in front of the aunt, plays it off as if Spider-Man just won this award for some type of project Iron Man, set out a long time ago. But really, he pulls Spider-Man or Peter Parker to the side, lets him know, like, hey, look, I know who you are. And Spider-Man, is like, oh my gosh, like my secret identity is found by Iron Man. Iron Man's like, hold up, no, that is not the reason I'm here. The thing is, I want you to join my team. But before that, Iron Man tells him like, hey, look, man, you got to stop wearing these, pajama clothes. That's where he gets the name Underoos from. His outfit as Spider-Man before was very terrible, very tacky. Spider-Man next scene will be at the airport where you see that his outfit and his costume is very high-tech, very legit. When you see the eyes, close and, focus more like a lens on the camera, it's basically because when his eyes are wide, his spider senses are out of control. Hopefully he learns that, how to control that in the Spider-Man Homecoming movie, which will feature himself and also Robert Downey Jr. After this, the fight breaks out. Everyone goes versus each other, and it becomes the most epic scene in movie history. After this scene takes place, everybody goes back to their separate ways, and then another explosion happens featuring Bucky, the Winter Soldier. They think that it's Bucky, but honestly, behind it all, it is definitely Baron Zemo. Baron Zemo had someone else portray Bucky as blowing up a building. The person that was inside of the building was Black Panther's father. Black Panther's father is now dead, and Black Panther is just out for vengeance, out to go get Bucky because Bucky has basically killed his father. Baron Zemo was behind the whole entire thing throughout this whole movie. After this takes place, Iron Man then, captures the rest of the heroes, locks them up. I missed a big detail. During that airport scene, War Machine, he definitely gets hit by a vision. It was an accident. It was a complete accident, but that paralyzes him. I know a lot of people have been saying, oh man, somebody's going to die. It's going to be a major death. It is not a major death. War Machine does become paralyzed, but things turn out good for him in the end of the movie. He actually gets to walk again, and he's working on walking. And after all of this, Baron Zemo leads Captain America, Iron Man, and Bucky to this place, and Baron Zemo, lets everybody know, like, hey, look, this is why I'm doing this. When you guys were in Sokovia, you allowed my family to die, and that death, really took a toll on me. So his main plot, I definitely give Marvel this, with all of the plots that they have portrayed and putting villains in, every villain that I have seen has had a really big reason or a really good reason in order to get payback on these guys for some reason. I think Baron Zemo is probably the most official and the best one, because he definitely had a reason. He lost his family, he lost his wife, he lost his kids, and now he's trying to get payback on the guys that, you know, caused this to happen. He's basically saying like, hey, look, if you guys never brought this war to me, if you guys never had these Infinity Stones, brought Loki here, and then after that, you know, feeling good about yourselves and then trying to create Ultron, none of this would have happened in Sokovia, which killed and murdered my family. And now I'm here to get payback. And Baron Zemo basically shows Iron Man, it was the Winter Soldier who actually killed his parents. Iron Man just has full-on rage. He's very pissed, and Baron Zemo just steps back like, okay, I did my duty. Now it's time for me to watch the havoc. Iron Man and Captain America and Bucky, they go on this big fight scene. I mean, you guys have seen it in the trailers, and then it ends up where Captain America has a chance to kill Iron Man, but he throws his shield down. Captain America basically throws down the shield like, hey, look, I don't even want to do this anymore. After that scene, Iron Man basically in defeat just lays down as Bucky and Captain America leave. That leads Captain America to release all of the prisoners, aka the Avengers, from this establishment that is controlled by the government. That leads them to, you know, go out and, you know, be Avengers again. But Captain America says, hey, before we go out there, I gotta let you guys know we have to be deep undercover like no other, because if these guys, the second these guys find out that we're out here trying to do what they said for us not to do in the first place, they're gonna have our heads. That was the deal, and everybody agrees, let's do it. Iron Man, on the other hand, definitely, he's still by himself. I don't think he'll be alone forever, because you got Spider-Man Homecoming coming, and he's definitely going to get a new hero on that. After the fight scene with Captain America and Iron Man and Bucky, Baron Zemo is shown about to blow his brains out, because he feels like his mission is accomplished. He's turned everybody against each other. He's basically been the cause of this war all along, and now everybody's defeated, so now his mission is completed, so he has no reason to live anymore. Black Panther comes up to him and stops him and lets him know, like, hey, look, this isn't the way to go. I wanted to get payback on Bucky. You wanted to get payback on all of these guys too. This isn't the way to go, because we have vengeance in our heart. So Black Panther actually stops Baron Zemo from killing himself, and it was like a phenomenal dramatic scene with the music and everything like that. It was really good. To end off the movie, Captain America goes to Black Panther with Bucky, and they basically, lock Bucky up. They try to help Bucky out, so, because if you remember, Bucky was basically brainwashed by Hydra. So now they're trying to, keep Bucky underground and, keep him on the down low. And Black Panther says, hey, look, I know where I could put him. He's going to put him in Wakanda, basically where Black Panther is now the king since his father has passed away. That scene pans out into showing a big statue of Black Panther, basically indicating that the Black Panther will return in his movie coming out in 2018. Next post-credit scene will definitely be Spider-Man is talking to his aunt. He almost gets exposed of his powers, and his aunt's like, what's going on? And, he basically indicates that he got into a fight with a guy named Steve, like a bully, but he was actually talking about Steve Rogers, basically giving her side messages not to expose herself. And then, she believes him, leaves the room, and Spider-Man is shown, it's a light, like the whole Batman, the light in the sky. It's similar to that, but in this case, it's a Spider-Man symbol. Robert Downey Jr. or Tony Stark created that just for him, in order for him to, for that to be a Spider-Man calling. And that's basically an open up for Spider-Man Homecoming to be released. I think overall this movie was definitely great. Action scenes were on point. CGI was on point. Definitely give this movie an A+. One of the best superhero movies I've ever seen in my life. Way better than Batman vs. Superman, of course. Things I take away from this movie is that it definitely is wide open for the future. It definitely is wide open. It had a lot of points. Every Captain America movie, especially Part 2, has had a point up to this one, has had a main logic behind it. I think the message presents truth. You have all these characters trying to do the right thing within themselves. They feel like they have to do the right thing, and they don't care if they die trying. I think that goes into talking about Baron Zemo, Captain America, Robert Downey Jr., and, even you want to throw Crossbones out there. I think this movie definitely is worth the wait, worth to go see, and I think everybody should definitely go see it. I know I'm going to go see it an X amount of more times, to actually get a feel of it, a better feel for it, because after watching it one time, I'm just in so much awe. I'm like, wow, like this movie is phenomenal. But all in all, I feel like that is one of the greatest movies of all time when it comes to superhero movies. And I think that the points behind it were very accurate, and the points behind it were very true and very touching at some points. But I think that for the opening, for them to leave it open like it is for Spider-Man Homecoming, for Black Panther, it's definitely going to be phenomenal, and I just can't wait to see where it goes from there. But all in all, hope you guys like this review. If you didn't like it, I totally understand. I'm not the best at this thing. I tried my best, but definitely it was a spoiler review. I hope you guys go and see the movie, and also hope you guys, subscribe to my channel. Also, check out my web series, which features heroes and villains, by the way. And, check that out. It's called The House of Reggies, a.k.a. Thor. And let me know what you guys think about that. Again, this is Wire Productions TV. I'm signing off. Thanks again for watching. Thanks again for support.